Hi and welcome to Ali Lives Well on Less. I'm Ali, an early retired teacher currently living well on my small pension. And today is Foodie Friday. And as the title of the video suggests, today I am sharing with you what I ate in a day with the cost. Now, if you're here because of that title and you're not a normal regular viewer, the thing about living a frugal lifestyle means that you are always on the lookout for bargains in the supermarket and ways to reduce your food costs. So sometimes the things that you may see on a channel like this is the result of something that I may have purchased months ago, or it may be something that I have been gifted for one reason or another, and it does bring down the cost. But it is a result of quite a lot of effort sometimes, or a bit of work to make sure that although the food costs are low, the quality remains as high as I can afford or want to spend. So we're doing a little bit of Lidl box maths and a little bit of working out how much portions of things cost. So, for example, last week before, can't remember, I got a Lidl veg box. I'm just going to get my notes here. So I got a Lidl veg box, and these were the things that were in my veg box for £1.50. So the easiest way for me, now other people might not do it this way, but the easiest way for me to cost the items is just to count how many items were there in that box and work that out from the £1.50. So I had 6 items because that was a pack, and so on. So each of these things cost me, if we're working at a cost, 25 pence. So in one of my meals today, you will see that I have some of that cabbage in the meal, and I've used about a third of the cabbage. And if I've worked out that cabbage was 25 pence and I've used a third of it, then the amount I am costing it at a portion is 8 pence, and so on. I also got 2 separate packs of bananas in that box. So I had 13 bananas, 2 items, so that was 2.25, 50 pence. So each banana works out at 3 pence. So when you see my breakfast and you say, oh, banana doesn't cost 3 pence, it does if you do it the way I'm doing it. And that's kind of the way that's the way I live. I'm always on the lookout for bargains, always trying to work out how much things cost, and then cost per meal or per recipe. Or it does take a little bit of effort, and I don't do it very often. But when I decided to record what I eat in a day, yeah, I thought it would be interesting for me, and then subsequently for you, to just see how much things cost. And I think as I've gone along in the videos, I have put up on screen how much each thing costs, except for the main meal of the day that I had that day, which was sausages and onion gravy, mashed potatoes and the cabbage. And I worked out each part of the meal based on the cost. And I think I've shared as much of that as I could on the screen. But just to let you know that the onion gravy was made with 2 onions, which works out at 32 pence, because 16 pence per onion. And I've allowed 10 pence for the butter, and my butter costs are low because I make my own butter from reduced cream. So other people's butter costs maybe higher than that. And I've allowed 10p for things like a splash of Worcester sauce or and a squeeze of tomato ketchup. I think I put a little bit of that in as well. Salt, pepper, mustard, all those things, which are very small, are teeny tiny toty. So I think I've broken it all down on screen, but if I've missed something, just give me a shout in the comments. But yeah, this was a day where I was doing quite a lot of physical work. I was out in the garden, so I ate more on that day than I would normally eat. And I have found that in the summer, because I'm up earlier with Miss Luna, I've gone back to having a breakfast and a main meal of the day at lunchtime-ish, anywhere up to about 2 o'clock, and then a sort of early supper type meal later on in the day. So just to let you know, my breakfast cost me 42 pence, and the details are on the screen there. I have a snack which cost me nothing, and I do explain that. I have my main meal, which cost £1.37 by the time it's all broken down. And I had bread and cheese for my sort of late suppery snack, and that cost 34 pence. So my day's worth of food that I ate was £2.13. I'm going to leave a detailed breakdown of the meals on my blog. The details are in the description, and I'll pin it in the first comment as well. Yeah, so if I've missed anything, give me a shout. I'm also showing you my Tesco top-up shop that I got this week, where I had a free click and collect slot. So I didn't do the shopping, someone else did it for me, and all I had to do was go and collect it. I'm starting to do that a bit more for items that I need to stock up on, or are just big bulky things that I don't need to actually physically go into Tesco's. So first of all, what I ate in a day, then my top-up shop, and come back and see me at the end. So I'm starting the day off with just plain porridge. There's 50 grams of oats in here, just with some water, and I am just going to cook them lightly for a couple of minutes. I don't cook my oats for very long. I still like them fairly uncooked is probably the wrong word, but not as cooked as some people. I don't like it to get too creamy. I've got 50 grams of frozen raspberries in here. I'm not even going to defrost them because the hot porridge will do that for me. I'm going to sweeten my porridge with some of this jam that my mum gave me. Yeah, you'll see this later on in the video. And to boost the protein, I'm just going to pop in a spoon of peanut butter. This was bought with a Marks and Spencer's voucher. I remember when I went to Falkirk for my day out with my daughter-in-law Layla. And I think I will add... I'll add a banana to it as well. So already I've got 2 of my 5 a day. Okay, so you'll see the finished picture in a minute. And here we have the finished bowl of porridge. We've got porridge on the bottom with the frozen rasps. I've got a chopped up banana, about a tablespoon of peanut butter, about maybe half a tablespoon of jam. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it all together, and it'll be absolutely delicious, and that will keep me going until lunchtime, hopefully, which is good because I'm going to be working out in the garden. For my morning break today, I'm having a scone with jam and clotted cream. This was a freebie from my lovely mum. I went to visit her and she did offer me this. This was a gift that she had been sent. But you know, mums, they stuff you full and I just had no room. So I brought it home. So it's a proper Cornish scone, proper clotted cream, with the jam. And I've split the scone in half. And one side I have put the jam on first and the cream on top. The other side I've put the cream on the bottom and the jam on top. And if you know, you know. So I'm just going to show you the cute little shape, and hopefully you can see it's an Easter bunny. So this was a gift. This has not cost me anything, and I'm now going to enjoy my morning break. So these sausages work out at 33 pence each. A serving of the mashed potato will be 45 pence. And here I have the sausages cooked in an onion gravy with mashed potato and some buttered sweetheart cabbage. So this is 2 half slices of my sourdough bread, a little bit of butter and 30 grams of grated mature cheddar on top. If I had some chutney or something, I would put that on top, but I think I'm out. So plain cheese on bread is actually quite a nice snack. So this is my Tesco shop. I have just done a click and collect order. It was free. If you book it far enough in advance, Tesco has some click and collect orders where there is no charge. So this is, I think it's £39 and 2 pence worth of stuff. Mainly things I can't get at Lidl. And then last night I forgot to log back in and make some changes. So this is just a sort of mid towards the end of the month top-up shop, and I'll start with my fridge stuff so that I can go and put it in the fridge. So I've got some British milk, actually, Scottish skimmed milk. I'm going to be doing some comparison with fresh milk and dried milk recipes, so look out for that. I got some bacon on offer, 2 for £5. It's the streaky bacon, which I find useful for cooking as well as just making a bacon butty. And my treat of the week, I got some French brie that I'm going to have with some tuck biscuits. I have no idea why. I just have a notion, if you like, for some French cheese and some tuck biscuits. Tuck biscuits take me back to my childhood. Yeah, and they taste the way I remember them. So yeah, probably not the healthiest thing in the world, but yeah, it's fine. Right, just going to go and pop these things in the fridge, and then I'll be back. So aside from the tuck biscuits, I also needed some new laundry liquid. The last time I bought this was before I moved house 10 months ago. So that's how long one of these bottles lasts me. It's super concentrated and it's supposed to be 60 washes. Yeah, that's probably about right. I only really do one main wash a week, and every now and again there'll be an extra load of bedding and towels. I like the Tesco double rolls. They last for ages, so that should last me well into May as well. I got a giant bottle of fairy liquid, washing up liquid. Someone Can't remember, ages ago suggested keeping some fairy for the really tough things to clean and using the cheaper Lidl washing out liquid for everyday use. And I have found that works really well. So that's just to put into my stores under the sink, along with some bleach. I make my own bleach spray. I'll perhaps show you that at some point. But again, this bottle of bleach will last me a year easily. It's not something I use a lot of. Still haven't found a good own label brand that works as well as the original Lee & Perrins. And again, apart from making my own mayonnaise, which I used to do with my own eggs from my own chickens, Hellmann's mayonnaise, can't go wrong with Hellmann's. And I got some organic rapeseed oil. I'm not sure if this one's Scottish or not. Doesn't actually say. Got that. I know that was $4.55. That is quite expensive. Okay, got some apples. I'm in an appley mood. And I got my 15p potatoes. Oh, actually feeling that. It's a little bit soft, so these will get used up in the next day or so. And a kilo of onions. And that's it. £59 worth of top-up shop to keep me going well into May. So I'm off to have some tuck biscuits and cheese for my snack. Thanks if you've made it all the way to the end of the video. Miss Luna has almost finished her yogi ball. Oh, she's not got it open quite yet, so yeah, she's patiently licking it. So as you can see from the brightness through the living room window, we are having a bright day, not especially warm, I mean warmish, and the pollen is quite high today, so my eyes are a little bit puffy and streaming. So we're just having a chill day today, aren't we, Luna? Nothing distracts her from her yogi ball. So if you've been all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I will catch up with you again on Monday, where I will go over my April spending. And oh boy, it's been a spendy month, but I'll explain why on Monday. Enjoy your day and your weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.